Ponyfans.com here with SMU punter and kicker Matt Szymanski. And Matt, you missed one game with a pulled groin, and in a couple more games you punted but didn't do the place kicks. First of all, how's it feeling now?
Feels great. I'm 100%. Kicked field goals today, about 55 yards, making them, so it's doing good.
Now, did you strain it running after a return guy, or just kicking too much, or working squats in the weight room? How'd you end up hurting it?
It's just, kicking too much and, not having the time to rest. And that's the biggest thing I need right now is time to rest, and I just haven't gotten that until our last game, and I got a good amount of time to rest till then.
With your injury, you were able to punt for a couple of games when you weren't handling place kicks. What is it about the different motion that put the different strain on that groin injury?
Well, when I kick, I open my foot up, which causes me to use more of my groin. And when I punt, I don't really feel it, just besides on the vibration of, hitting at contact. But other than that, it's something that I can play through.
So you are ready for the bowl? You're going to handle both punting and kicking?
Yeah, I'm going to do kickoffs too. Do it all.
Oh, you're doing all three?
Yeah.
Okay, so did the injury affect your range, your distance, or your accuracy more, or were they pretty even in terms of how that was affected?
Well, luckily I was just able to do a lot of mental reps. Of course, when you lay off for a while, you get a little rusty, and it's just not as smooth. But, doing the mental part of it always helps too, and so it kind of helped me stay in the game.
How does the injury change up the way you take care of your leg? The stretching, the training, the practice routine, how's that changed up since you strained it?
Well, you definitely have to be a little more cautious than normal. You got to come out here a little bit earlier, get in the hot tub, get in the cold tub after practice, and make sure you're running, doing a lot of cardio. So you just got to do a little extra. And
then obviously it's a beautiful day out here today, but bowl game is at the end of December. There's a chance it could end up being cold. How much does that affect what you're doing in terms of extra stretching or extra layers of clothing or something like that in order to protect it for the bowl game?
Yeah, I just got to stay warm on the sideline, get on the bike, make sure I'm always just kind of staying loose, keeping my sweatpants on, and just keeping it warm.
Is that any different from normal? I mean, you do that pretty much all season long, except in August or something, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes I get into the game more than worrying about myself, and so, I always try to make sure the team's, staying motivated and doing what I can on the sideline. But, I have to step back sometimes and make sure I'm on the bike in between series and things like that. So.
Give us a little scouting report on their return game. Are they stronger on kickoff return, punt return? Is there one guy in particular who concerns you?
Of course, pretty much whoever you have back there, you got to be, careful about. They have good returners. They're solid, so we're not going to be taking them for granted.